Okay, so now I have my lovely, lovely Carol Rudd offering a testimony for the course, Ignite Your Intuition for Business Owners. Hi, Carol.
Hi, Sasha.
Let's start off with you. Let's have the audience hear about what your business is, what your passions are, what are you working on to contribute to your community, as well as, for your own self-development.
Sure. My business is Healing Choices Oasis. I'm semi-retired, but I offer programs for adults and kids with breathing problems. I have a history of being a respiratory therapist and bring all the knowledge that I have as a respiratory therapist, along with all the alternative healings I've done as a massage therapist. So I currently am writing a book. A Girl Like Me is about a girl with asthma. And my passion is to help people realize that they can really thrive with any lung condition. They just need to be aware of how to better manage it. Okay.
Beautiful. Especially, I had told you when we first met about my history of being an asthmatic from an infant, 6 months old, and all the way up into my 20s. So it was amazing when I met you, to have somebody who focuses on that. Beautiful. Very needed right now with all the pollution issues that are at play. So thank you for the work you are doing. So my next question is, what do you feel, what do you think that confidently using your intuition, why is that important in your life?
Well, I'm just going to say that I am a person who I like shiny objects. I have a fear of missing out. And so I tend to jump on things. And so for me to be able to stop and listen to my intuition and really pull back and say, wait, is this the right thing for me to do? Is really important. I tend to be too much, I won't say too spontaneous, but I tend to be spontaneous. And for me, it's also really connecting with my source, and really having that higher connection is what it's about for me. I want my life to be directed by that rather than my ego and my pleasures, you know.
Mm-hmm. Anything else? That's beautiful. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. Anything else as to why you feel using your intuition is so important to you?
I, I was told as a young child that I didn't know what I wanted, and that has haunted me my whole life. And now when I use my intuition, I know, and I choose wisely and not foolishly. And even if it is foolish in somebody's eyes, it's not foolish in mine. And so that's a big win for me.
Yes. Wonderful. Thank you. And that brings us to the next question, which is, in what ways were you struggling in using your intuition before the class began?
Before the class, I was struggling because I didn't trust my thoughts. I didn't trust that I knew what I wanted. I didn't trust that it was the right thing to do. And I was always questioning and doubting what it is. So I'm much more confident. I decide and I choose and I move. And my intuition guides me along the way.
Mm-hmm. So before, did you think of turning to your intuition, or you didn't even bother most of the time?
I didn't know that I had it.
There we go.
But I thought I was one of those defective people that didn't have that skill set, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sure some people are going to be able to relate to that one also.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
when I was young, I used to think that everybody knew everything about me, and that I was like an open book and they could just read me and I didn't know a thing about them. And I used to have, I shouldn't say used to have, I still do, where I just know stuff about people. And then I was told that that wasn't necessarily true. So it was all about denial of my reality of what I understood. And now it's like, I can trust that more because that is real.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Very deep. Next question. What have been your beneficial results from taking the class? Maybe some specifics.
Well, definitely an increase in confidence. Um, how should I say specifically? Well, I told you about the tickets.
Well, now we're in a different mode here.
Right.
Tell the audience.
Yep.
That's a great
So I
story.
was all ready to pull the trigger and buy some tickets to a concert that was coming up last Sunday. And I was going to gift my friends with it because she loved that concert. And as I got the seats and I was getting ready to pay for it, I got a message that said, call Marsha, my friend. So immediately I called Marsha to ask about it. And she said, no, that's when we're having Thanksgiving that day. So it was like, oh, okay, done. We're not doing that.
So that came to you, you heard it. That was an inner voice, or did you see it as a visual?
I would say it's an inner voice.
Okay, so that's clairaudience.
Yep.
Okay. I love it.
Yep. So that was my specific for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the next question is similar, and that is share one additional exciting win that occurred during the period of the 6 weeks where you effectively applied your intuition based on what you learned during the course.
I've been playing around with green lights, and sometimes we have this long stretch of highway that has like a zillion green light stoplights on it. And I'm like, green lights all the way, green lights all the way. And I get a majority of them.
Okay, and you tie that to your intuition, right?
Yeah.
Good. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Anything else? Any other big win or big aha or something that is, really new for you that is intuition guided from the course material?
Nothing big is coming to mind. It's all these little things that I keep getting.
Okay, so forget big. Let's take the little ones. More little ones, please.
Um,
Anything about the book? Were there any moments of you getting downloads for your book?
oh, back in the beginning, yes. And then I sort of put that on hold. It's been on hold, but yes, I did get downloads for my book initially. And I got the first 2 or 3 chapters done.
And so how did the course material lead to that, do you feel?
I got into my higher mind and thoughts just came to me.
Beautiful. That's the way it works. You just
Yep.
press the play button.
Yep.
There it is. That's so wonderful. Okay. So now the other questions have to do with endorsing the course and your experience of me as a facilitator. So there are so many people now, more and more are percolating up that are teaching intuition skills. So why would you endorse that people work with me per se?
Why would I endorse people work with you? Because you are a very gentle soul and so intuitive that immediately felt a connection with you. and you have the skills, you have the knowledge, you have all the tools. So, yeah, I just think that you're a wonderful fit.
Thank you. Thank you. And this is little Angel. She's one of my muses. Thank you. All right, let's see. And the final question has to do with, why would you recommend this course and to whom? So where might they be in their life? What might they be encountering? And describe that person that this course would be such a good solution for.
My thoughts are they might be having like a midlife crisis, or a, you know, a place of angst where they don't know where they're headed, where they feel like they're stuck. Might be in business, it might be personally. And they just need to reroute and get some new footings. And the tools that you've provided are just a huge benefit, to be able to just say, oh, I'm going to check on this today. I'm going to head here and start my morning doing this, and reflect on the day and be really prepared for it.
Yeah.
And in a moment also.
What was that last part? I was talking over
And in the
you.
moment to be prepared, to just ask, what now? Like with the tickets that it's like.
Yeah. So what did you end up doing about those tickets using your intuition?
I didn't. I just closed the app down and didn't get the tickets.
Okay. And
Yep.
so you'll wait until your intuition shows you the next step on that,
Right.
if at all, because
Well, there's coming up, that was the official concert, and there's a sing-along coming up, and I'll probably get tickets to that for Marcia.
okay, so you already know your secret sauce when it comes to tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Before we close, what else would you think of might be a challenge or a curiosity that a person might have where this course is just absolutely the right fit?
So a curiosity about what's more in life. What is the meaning of life, and what direction do they want to go? They don't have to be religious to be involved in this course. You just have to have a curiosity about who we are and where we belong. And, and be open. As I've aged, I have decided I'm going to be open to new possibilities.
That was very profound, in particular when you said, and to want to know and to put yourself where a person really belongs. I think that now more than ever, that's a critical variable that some people are facing.
Yeah, I think people are lost. There's a lot of people that are lost right now.
Yeah, understandably so. Yeah. Well, how can people find you, and what would you like to tell about what you're up to? I mean, we certainly heard what you said at the beginning, and now that you are semi-retired, what's active in your life so that people could reach out to you for that?
Yes. Well, I have a website, healingchoicesoasis.com. And I can be reached there or via email. I love to talk to people about possibilities for their lungs and for improving their health. Whether it's for their child with asthma or themselves if they have emphysema or bronchitis, or any other of the new post-COVID things, or,
Yeah,
we can have conversations, and I can share information as to what resources you could find. I love to advocate and mentor and encourage people to live their best life.
beautiful. And we got your website address. What's your email address?
It's healing, HEALING .oasis, OASIS 52 @gmail.com.
All right. Well, any closing arguments, my friend? Anything in closing that you want to say about anything in particular?
No arguments. I just will say that it's been wonderful working with you, and I think we're still connected. We'll stay connected.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, indeed. All right, my dear. Sending you love. Thank you for your time.
You're very welcome.
Bye.
Have a good Thanksgiving.
Yes, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.